Good evening, everybody. Today's elaboration is about secret of happiness in life. Well, friends, life has a lot of things to give us. Life can give us, and life has a lot of things to offer us. Everyone wants to be successful in life, but it is quite ironical that we want to be successful without knowing what is success. Everybody wants to be successful, but we, we want to be successful without knowing what is success. The fact that our body can sustain, you know, much longer the vibration of bliss and peace than it does negative emotions, because positivity is the core of our existence. Our body has the capability to sustain a lot of, vibration of happiness, bliss, and joy, then it does have the capacity to sustain negative thoughts and ideas. The fact is that our body has the same structure that of an atom. As the an atom has neutron and proton in its center, and electron is just the periphery. In the similar way, our body is having positivity as the core of our existence. But the fact is that all the bliss and joy that we are seeking for is always surrounded by a cloud of sorrow, a cloud of negative thoughts surrounds our emotions and makes us miserable. So, what is more important? To live a happy life, just like the atom has the neutron and proton in its core, in its center, in this similar way, positivity is the core of our happiness, core of our existence. And therefore, we have to keep positivity alive in our body and soul. Then only we can get rid of the cloud of negative ions that is in the periphery of our soul. Our soul can be rejuvenating only when we provide some time. Let us have some time off to rejuvenate our soul, either through meditation or through a deep thought about divine soul. That the soul requires something very spiritual. It cannot be happy. Our soul cannot be happy with the materialistic possession. People have a different perception of happiness. People think that the happiness and success comes only when you have a lot of money. If money can make you successful, then I think it is the easiest way to become successful. But money cannot make you successful. Even if you have a lot of bank balance, but if you are not healthy, the money that you have earned by devoting your entire health can be snatched away and just on the medical expenses. So even when you have spent half of your age, half of your life in accumulating that wealth, it can really be disappeared. It can really go within seconds just to regain your health back. That's why I'm just saying that money cannot decide you the the index of your happiness. What is more important for us is the technique of keeping our soul rejuvenating. Certain breathing exercise, meditation, yoga, and asanas can keep our spiritual soul, full of rejuvenation, full of joy, and full of divinity. Because soul requires, divine happiness. Our soul is hungry of a smile that we can give within seconds. And once we give this smile, the genuine smile to our soul starts rejuvenating. And the whole year you are energized. Therefore, our success is determined not only by the index of the wealth that we have possessed, but by the core of the positivity, the core of the bliss and joy that our soul has possessed. And therefore, we want that happiness comes to us only through, you know, perpetual, bliss. And perpetual bliss cannot be accumulated through materialistic possession. It is the divine soul that requires the beautiful smile. A very genial smile can bring a rejuvenating thoughts and positivity to your mind, and that is what happiness is. All of us really seek to acquire wealth just because we think that money can really make us happy. The idea is that if you have a lot of wealth, you can do whatever you like. But the fact is that real happiness doesn't come by doing what you like. The real freedom is that what your soul demands, you are governed by your soul, not by your mind. So when you are governed by your soul, the divine, the perpetual happiness comes only when you have a control on your desire. And the control on your desire can be only when you have a lot of thought, deep thought about the beautiful, life that God has gifted us, endowed with us, the beautiful life that we are gifted with, and that is our, good health, sound mind, and peace and tranquility in our life. That is the real happiness. So the real success in life comes when we are free to have the divine, happiness in our soul, and acquire something which will last longer than the materialistic position that we are running after. Because Wordsworth rightly said, what is this life if full of care? We have no time to stand and stare. The materialistic position cannot make us more happy. The happiness comes when we are in the lap of the nature and rejuvenating our soul, perpetuating our happiness through the divine condition, and that can be achieved only when we have a lot of spiritual strength and we have a lot of understanding about the real happiness, which comes only when you have a lot of freedom to analyze and assess your divine soul and keep your mind full of joy. And that is what I wanted to suggest, that the secret of happiness doesn't lie in materialistic possession, rather it lies in the sense of freedom, the sense of bliss, the sense of confidence that it generates in us. So the real happiness lies in confidence, compassion, generosity, and a freedom that we can enjoy in our life. And that is what a successful person generally seeks to derive and seeks to live a life with a divine happiness that depends totally on our confidence, compassion, generosity, and a beautiful smile that cannot be snatched by anyone throughout your life. And therefore, let us take some time off from our busy schedule and give a tranquility to our mind, peace to our mind, erasing all the impression that we are carrying in our mind about materialistic possession, and rather discard all this and bring out a divine feeling of happiness through perpetual bliss, joy, and lot of confidence and positivity in our mind. That is what is the precondition of happiness in life. Thank you, friends. I'm sure you have got the secret of success in life. Thanks a lot.